Hello everybody, it is me, Vincent. It is a beautiful day to be here at Universal Orlando, and it is a beautiful day to get some pretty big updates on things happening at the park at the beginning of the year. Stores closing, Mardi Gras, things going away in the park, DreamWorks updates, and some pretty big and important updates regarding this channel right here. So welcome to another episode of Vincent Vision. Hold on, I brought sunglasses today and I didn't even realize that I was going to be doing that. Welcome to Vincent Vision. Watcha! The first order of business is actually right out here in City Walk. The super cool Universal Legacy store closed at the beginning of January. One of my favorite shops. It had actual bona fide props and models from old rides here in the park like Jaws, Confrontation, Terminator. It even had the big motorbike from Hagrid's Motorbike Adventures grand opening. A lot of really cool stuff to see in here. Merchandise-wise though, is a lot of the same stuff that's sold over at the Universal Studios store right across the street. And while there hasn't been any official word as to what's going to replace the Legacy store, it is widely believed that this is going to be the spot where the brand new Epic Universe Preview Center will be going. How exciting! If true, I have been wanting to see a preview center for so long. I never got to see the Islands of Adventure Preview Center over in the park, and I heard it was the coolest thing ever. So if this is where we are going to be getting one, I cannot wait. I am super excited to see what they do with this space. I'm excited to find out when that may or may not happen. I'm hoping at the very least we get like a model of the park, right? That's what I want to see. I just want a big model of Epic Universe front and center, and we can look through and see all the lands and the rides and all the experiences, and maybe an Epic Universe t-shirt for sale? Not a bad idea. Think about it, Universal. Think about it. Can't wait to see what happens to this space this year. Something else here at Universal that has gone away with not so much excitement going forward are park maps. That is right, folks. Universal seems to have discontinued park maps at the beginning of this year. And instead, when you enter the park, when you're starting your day, instead of grabbing a map for yourself and kind of figuring out where to go, people are encouraged instead to use the official Universal Orlando app to get around the park. I will say, as someone who is a big theme park person, before I lived here, I loved having a park map. And I think this is a really big loss, in my opinion. I'll just tell you right now, just like me personally, I hate QR codes, okay? Anytime I see a QR code, I don't want to do anything with it. I don't want to see it as a menu at the restaurant. I want like a physical thing, right? And I think a lot of people feel that way as well. And yes, I know like we're like, and I don't know, maybe like my age is like coming out, but like, yeah, I know we're like in a technology dependent age and stuff like that, but I don't really want to be on my phone the entire time I'm here at the parks. In fact, I would say not being on my phone all the time is what makes a place like Universal stand out versus some other theme parks here in Orlando. You know what I mean? You know, Ellison actually brought up a really great story about Animal Kingdom. I don't know if you know this, but that park actually opened up with no park maps. There were no ways to get around. They wanted it to be this natural experience, and because of that, people didn't know where the restrooms were. I'm gonna also say too, I like the Universal app in some ways, but it is not like the ultimate solution to your theme park experience, at least not right now it is. I'm hoping that this doesn't mean we don't get park maps for Halloween Horror Nights. There better be some sort of park map for Epic Universe once that theme park opens up. You kidding me? I'm gonna have to have some sort of commemorative opening day map, and you know what? I'll even take that. Like if they sold like special edition fancy maps in the gift shops, that would be pretty cool. But I think the losing of the park maps right now is kind of a weird little blow. I hope that's a decision that maybe gets walked back. And for some other things in the park that are going away, I know I'm loading this video up with a lot of stuff that is going away, but there's gonna be more fun stuff later in the video, I promise. Some of the shows here at Universal Studios will be saying goodbye at the beginning of February. Drive In and Dance and the Gabby's Dollhouse crew are gonna be saying goodbye. They're gonna have their final performances in the beginning of February. Now, those are little smaller scale shows. You know, I'm not exactly the prime target audience for Gabby's Dollhouse, but there were people who came to the park and enjoyed the dancing and the music and stuff like that. And it never is a bad thing to just have all sorts of entertainment going on in the park at all times. So it is kind of a kind of a little sad, kind of a little bummer that we're losing stuff happening out in the streets. You know what I mean? It feels like we're definitely trying to pinch a couple pennies until Epic Universe opens up, which I think is very common. A lot of theme parks do this whenever there's something big coming around the horizon. So I'm just hoping that once Universal gets back to a good spot and Epic Universe opens and life's great, we get these experiences back, or newer, bigger, and better experiences out here in the streets. Because here at Universal, yes, the rides are fantastic, Harry Potter is great, but these little experiences are also pieces of the puzzle. You know what I mean? Oh, didn't see you there. Hey guys, just coming out of my apartment here in New York City at Universal Studios where I live. I love this place so much. I've got an apartment here in the park. I did hint that I had some important updates to my channel, and I do. I am very, very happy to say that I have finally set up a Patreon for VincentVision. Woohoo! Now, for those who don't know, Patreon is a way to support some of your favorite creators, and I have taken the steps this year to have one for this humble little channel. Now, you guys already do so much by supporting these videos, just by watching them, by being subscribed to me. But if you really, really like what I put out and you consider yourself a true visionaire, any sort of love towards my Patreon will help. And it's starting out pretty simple. Right now, it is just a simple $5 a month to have your name at the end of each video. Wow, pretty cool, huh? See, the cool thing is, this is kind of like a smaller channel, so it's not like I'm getting like 100 people all at once signing up. So I can have, at least for a little while, the opportunity to personally thank you for signing up to my Patreon. And since I've made my Patreon into when I'm making this video, I have had 4 people sign up. My wonderful, fantastic 4, my first 4 Patreon subscribers. You know who you are, but everyone else needs to know as well. Steven, Emmy, Alex, and Melinda, thank you guys for joining my Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting me in a little extra way. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and I very much appreciate you guys being some of the first. And if you want to be featured in these videos just like these guys, all you gotta do is sign up. There will be a link on the description of this video, and I'm sure I'll mention it a few more times at least, but like any little bit helps. All of the money that comes to my Patreon is gonna help support this channel directly. It's gonna allow me to take more adventures this year, do more special opportunities, exclusive things that you guys are interested in seeing. I will definitely be looking to get some feedback from some of the most devoted visionaries as well, which visionary is a weird name. Are we sticking with that? I don't know. You let me know what you think about that. Please, seriously, check out my Patreon. It would mean a lot to me. Back to the rest of the Universal updates. And finally, we're on to some more fun announcements here at Universal. On the day that I am recording this video, we actually got our Mardi Gras 2024 official announcements. Mardi Gras is back, folks! I mean, it's here all the time, but this year we have what everyone was looking forward to the most, which was confirmation of this year's bands. Now, for those who may or may not know, the really great thing about the Mardi Gras event this year, it goes on from February 3rd until sometime in April. This whole place is decked out with Mardi Gras fever. You have food stands celebrating all the different carnivals and celebrations that are held around the world with really tasty food at each of the locations. You have a big Mardi Gras parade where guests are on the floats and they get to throw beads, and you get pretty big concerts by some pretty popular bands here at the park that are included with park admission. And we have got the drop on all of the bands that are expected to show up this year. Some pretty noteworthy names, things like the All-American Rejects, the Bare Naked Ladies, DJ Khaled, another one. Different genres of music, a very, very diverse lineup, and I would say compared to previous years, pretty solid list as well. I think I would be the most excited as like a millennial to see Bare Naked Ladies and All-American Rejects. Come on, man. When all you gotta keep is strong, move along. I'm not gonna sing the whole song, but you understand what I'm getting at. They are setting up Rock the Universe as well, which is like a Christian music festival that happens here in the park right before Mardi Gras. They've got some food booths coming out as well. Really, really exciting year. Can't wait to put out some Mardi Gras videos. Now we have made it towards the back of the park where we have got a DreamWorks Land update. Well, it still looks like Shrek's house. It looks a little better, I guess. There's a crane. You can see a little bit of the roller coaster looks painted. That's nice. Not really much else, but they are working on it. Yeah, I think. DreamWorks update. And so finally, we have reached the tail end of this video. It has brought us over to Islands of Adventure, where it's about lunchtime, getting a little hungry, and I've decided to try out a place that a lot of people have said is a step above all of the quick service restaurants here, and that is Wimpy's in Toon Lagoon, right? I would never expect it. It has been a really, really long time since I've eaten at any of the restaurants here in Toon Lagoon. But apparently, the burger at Wimpy's is better than all the rest. Or at least it's made differently from all the other quick service restaurants. So I've gotten myself the Wellington burger right over here. Looks really great. I got it with some cheddar cheese and some special sauce over here. This is just like a ketchup and mayo kind of sauce. I eat my burgers pretty plain, I have to admit. I've had the burgers at other places, at Mel's, at Captain America. Let's see if Wimpy's is truly stand out. I think it is. It's bigger, it's a little meatier, it feels beefier. Like, I don't know, it's hard to describe it. I've never been a great food describer, but I do enjoy the Wimpy's burger. And I would say, just off the top of my head, if I were getting a burger here, if I wanted to get a burger at Islands of Adventure, I think I would go out of my way to make sure I got it at Wimpy's. You always just kind of think that all the theme park food is made the same. You know, the chicken fingers are the same everywhere, but not the case with Wimpy and its burgers. So, good job, Wimpy. I'll take a hamburger today, and I'll pay you on Tuesday. And that, my friends, is all I've got for today's update video. Not too much going around the park. This time of year, there's usually not anything super major coming through the pipeline. And look, listen, with these update videos, I can tell you every single little thing that happens here in the park. I can tell you what trash can has moved, what ride is closed for 2 days. I always try to focus on the big stuff, the sort of the longest lasting impressions, or at least the most sort of happening at this moment, that stuff that may be relevant to your next visit in a week or month. So because of that, sometimes these videos end up becoming a little bit shorter, but hopefully are just as informative. Hopefully you appreciate that. My philosophy with these types of videos is, these are videos you can like sit down and eat your lunch sandwich while watching. And I hope that it was a pretty good sandwich, whatever you ate. I don't know, I'm just coming up with stuff. But anyway, hey, it's Ellison. She's been with me this whole time. She is a wonderful, wonderful camera person. I always love having her here in the parks with me. And I always love that you guys watch our videos. So thank you for watching another one. I hope you had fun having fun with us. Please, if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, and sign up to my Patreon if you haven't already for more Universal content like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you at the next one. Bye-bye.